thinking about letting the kids plan the next vacation. Pick three destinations and pick the best one.
Fans we've seen yet. Make sure you disappoint them.
There he is.
You know MP came ready to play.
And the temperature is rising here already with the watch party in full swing. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. Along with the all-star team of Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. Taking a look at Los Angeles, they're in first place right now with a tremendous record. They're certainly the team to beat. And, of course, the Timberwolves, back 10 games.
You know, for Minnesota, we'll see if they can up the ante down the stretch. They still have a lot of work to do in order to rise to the top.
Well, sometimes those teams that are on the edge can be the most dangerous. They play like they have something to prove.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Bobby Portis out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Connect. Then it's Williams. And it's Boomer in at the point guard position. And for the Timberwolves, they've got Dillingham, Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Howard in at the 3. And both of these teams stand excellent on the defensive end.
Yeah, and Brian, look, there's two hallmarks of great defensive teams. Obviously, effort. You can't do anything without it. But also communication. The best defensive teams communicate well, and it's what connects all five guys on the floor.
And a wise coach once said, defense wins championships.
I would say defense and offense win championships. You need both.
And, of course, MP has made it known he expects an all-star nod this season. And any matchup that challenges his spot, he's going to take very seriously.
We know MP's got game, and he's been talking lately about becoming the best player in his conference. So far, he's been up to par on that goal, doing some impressive things out on the floor. Now, I do think MP's got another gear he hasn't yet reached. But if he does, he might just slide himself into the top spot in the conference.
Now, here's Howard, a dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game. Gobert with a screen on Portis. For 3, Randle. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Bridges passes to Boomer. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Bridges misses. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Randle against Portis. Here's Dillingham. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Here's Boomer. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, yes type of shot.
Howard with the ball. In his last outing, he had 11 points. Randle can't hit.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
Now, here's Howard. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Gobert. Minnesota again missing.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
Up top, Portis. Bridges outside. Buries it from 3. Bridges has got 6.
Oh, productive from back there. Bridges showing the range.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. Taking a look at the Timberwolves. They're a rising team climbing to 5th on the board.
Checking out the Lakers, they've proven most people right. An outstanding team. A squad that's going to be very difficult to knock out.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks. Well, Boomer in their last game against the Rockets really lit up the floor. He ended up with 41 points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Great report there, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Yeah, nice play by Randle. He can take up space in there and has great short area quickness.
Here's Boomer. Uses the glass on the layup.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Timberwolves trail by 7. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Outside Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. 30 straight for them is incredible. They now only trail the 71-72 Lakers for the longest winning streak in NBA history.
Look, you're talking about some of the all-time great teams in the history of the NBA to have a win streak of this magnitude. Gonna be fun to see if they can add one more here tonight.
Pass to Howard. 54 seconds left in the first quarter here. Here's Edwards. The shot won't fall. Here are the Lakers now. A 14-2 run over the last bit. And that one's good. Connect.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Minnesota's gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Picked by Gobert. And here's Dillingham from the arc. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Here's Edwards. The shot's good. Edwards got 5.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player. Skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
Here's Boomer. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. The Lakers on top, up by 12. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
So on the floor for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. Connect is out there with Najee Marshall. Then there's Miles Turner. Then it's Luka Doncic. And it's Boomer in at the point. Both shots good from the stripe. Well, Stan, every franchise has their guy. What kind of things do you want your franchise player to exhibit?
Well, Brian, here's what people have to understand. The culture of your team is determined by your best player. If you want a hardworking, unselfish, competitive team, that best player, that franchise guy, has to embody those things.
And he drives in. Oh, nice shot by Boomer.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Pass to Edwards. Launches it. Edwards making it look so easy from deep.
Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
Here's Boomer, coming off 41 points last game out. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Boomer's got 16 points.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Outside Edwards. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. 6 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. McDaniels can't hit. And Doncic has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant.
Timberwolves trail by 17. Now Edwards. His last outing, we saw him score 22. The shot by Butler, no good. The Lakers have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Here's Boomer, guarded by Edwards.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Butler passes to McDaniels. Here's Neely, guarded by Doncic. Back to Daniels, looking to win the run. Minnesota again missing. Los Angeles leading by 19. Here's Connect. Give him 8 to the left wing. Back to Marshall. From deep three-point land. Rebounded by Butler. The Timberwolves have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Pass to Edwards. From deep three-point land. Rebound by the Lakers. This game following their win against the Rockets.
And they got into a consistent offensive flow, largely because the defense they were facing was poor.
Yeah, but even against weak defense, your execution still matters. Luckily, they were able to take advantage.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And for all the purists, here's a look at the best free throw shooting teams from the stripe this year. The Lakers, second.
And this is a team that knocks down their free throws at an elite rate. Whoever they go up against should always try to avoid fouling them at all costs.
Randall outside. To snap the cold streak. That's good from Dillingham on the assist by Randall. Dillingham's got 5 now.
Yeah, never a bad idea to have Randall with the ball. Just a great passing forward.
Here's Boomer. From outside, off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 20. Down low. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
36 seconds left to play in the first half. He shoots it. Randall pulls down the board.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Connects from downtown.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Here's Boomer. Knocks it down from distance. Boomer's got 24.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Randall can't hit. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's Los Angeles. They lead by 18. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Pleased to have you tune in. What better way to start than by checking out the contenders for the dunk contest on All-Star Weekend? Fellas, I was just wondering if you played in the league these days, what do you think would be different compared to when you did play?
Oh, my goodness. I make a lot more money, Ernie, than I did in my playing days, especially if you consider that all guys do is dunk and shoot threes, and as many threes as I did. Oh, my God.
Yeah, and I'd be out there getting every rebound and slamming Kenny's bricks for the putback slams because none of these bigs today want any piece of prime Diesel.
So let me get this straight. You would both be amazing. What a shock. Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the Lakers.
Obviously, they've been locked in from range. Your confidence grows as each shot goes in. It becomes contagious.
Yeah, in the second half, though, they got to mix it up a little more because those who live by the three, you know the rest.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. The Lakers lead by 18. We've got Edwards. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. Then there's Dillingham, and it's Howard in at small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And I respect the strategy. Despite the sizable lead, you got to stay in attack mode.
Yeah, you got to keep going at him. You don't want to leave any hope for a comeback.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Timberwolves. Their next game is at Barclays Center in Brooklyn for a game with the Nets. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Puts up a three. It's hauled in by Portis. Portis has got 4 rebounds now.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Pass to Boomer. Can he keep it going? Again, the Lakers score.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight, and with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Randall outside. To the inside. Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Portis has got 5 rebounds tonight.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors, starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
They get it again. Gobert, no good.
Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
And here's Connect outside. Edwards pulls it in.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
Here's Dillingham. He's got 7. Five on the clock. Picked by Gobert. The 3 ball. Outside for Randall. Lets it go from deep. Gets the 3 ball to go. Randall's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
No hesitation from the big man, Randall. I mean, this is how confident of a shooter he is.
Here's Boomer. And he dunks it down.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. The Timberwolves have gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. Randall inside. Portis on him. Randall inside. Defended by Portis. Randall can't hit. Here's Connect. Yes, it's good. Connect's got 10.
Yeah, making the smart pass there. I mean, Bridges doesn't just hold the ball.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 here in the 3rd from range. And the Timberwolves call time here. And we got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Rudy Gobert.
Unfortunately, we've seen his ability as a rebounder take a back seat these past few seasons. And I'd like to see him refocus on that element of his game. You can never have enough rebounds, in my opinion.
In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Neely. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. McDaniels passes to Neely. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dillingham. And it's good. 2 points.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Here's Boomer. And the shot goes down. Boomer's got 10 points in just the second half.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
And here's Dillingham from the arc. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Here's Boomer. And the 3-pointer goes. Boomer's got 13 points in this quarter.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Pass to Neely. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound by the Lakers. Here's Boomer. 37 points for him. And it's Doncic missing. Bridges against Howard. Doncic grabs the miss.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, that's great decision-making, and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And the Lakers, looking at who they've got. We've got Miles Turner, Caleb Martin out there with Najee Marshall. Then it's Luka Doncic, and it's Boomer in at the 1 spot. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Wilson's checked in for the Lakers. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
They're also doing a good job working the ball inside tonight. The defense has been struggling to slow them down there in the paint.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Here's Boomer. Fires in the triple. Boomer's got 43 points.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his second in this half.
McDaniels a screen. Butler's got space. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. And that one's good. Wilson.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
Here's Boomer. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Boomer's got 8 points in the quarter.
Relentless in his approach. He has one thing on his mind: close this game out.
The Timberwolves have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. It's Edwards with a drive. And the shot goes in.
Hey, good luck stopping Edwards when he puts his head down and attacks the basket.
Here's Boomer, guarded by Edwards. Here's Boomer. Rebound Minnesota. Here's Neely. Butler on the wing. Nails it from beyond the arc. Butler's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Boomer, guarded by Edwards. Boomer can't get it to go.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Takes the three. And another three from Minnesota.
Well, excellent read there by Edwards. He saw someone had a better shot, and he got them the ball.
Here's Boomer. Yep, count it. Boomer's got 47 points.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
The Lakers have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Inside. Marshall passes to Boomer. The three is up. And it's good. He hits another one.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. McDaniels a screen. Here's Neely. Trying to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Los Angeles has gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this fourth quarter.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Lakers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And you look at their record after tonight, 30 wins on the year.
And once this game is all said and done, they'll have a healthy 2-0 lead in this season series.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Boomer.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Winslow's checked in. Howard, the pass to Gobert. "36 seconds left to play in the fourth. Minnesota again missing. Now Los Angeles with it. Here's Boomer. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Boomer's got 54 points.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Dillingham with the bucket.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Here's Boomer. And the layup is good off the glass.
Like a matador. Olé! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you next time.
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood.
Solid effort tonight on both ends. Crowd looks hyped tonight. Better come with it.
Showtime, MP. True ballers only.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. We'll take a look at the Hawks. They're down in the bottom of the conference. Their fans hope they can turn it around and show some improvement.
And, you know, right now for Atlanta, they've pressed all the wrong buttons this season. It's been a series of one failed move after another on and off the court.
Well, sometimes you earn your spot in the standings, and they've done that this year. There looked to be so much promise, so much talent on this team coming into the year. It's just baffling that all of those things went south for them.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The front court is Rizachet and Johnson. Daniels out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Claxton in at the 5 down low. And for Los Angeles, we've got Bridges. Portis is out there with Williams. Then it's Connect. And it's Boone in at the point guard position. Tip-off goes to the Lakers. And, Greg, here we are, not yet halfway into the season. For players, has the wear and tear already set in?
It can. Sometimes it's the accumulation by the end of a season, but other times it's just a challenging stretch that can leave you reeling.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Quickly the pass to Claxton. Takes the 3. A rebound by the Lakers. And you know what? We've run out of superlatives to describe this club. They've been untouchable. 31 straight wins. You hear me? 31. And sometimes it looks like they're not even breaking a sweat.
Well, this squad has been on an unreal tear through the competition to this point. No question, this is going to end up being one of the greatest all-time streaks that we have ever seen. How far can these guys go? And what's going to be the factor in the game that ends this streak? That's going to be interesting.
Here is Boomer. Turned in an outstanding game against Minnesota. And it's good for 2. Boomer's got his second basket.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Pass to Rizachet. Puts it up from 12. Another shot. And Claxton with the layup.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. For Atlanta, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Quickly looking it over. And stolen by Portis. Fast break, the Lakers. Here's Boone. And it's Daniels with the rebound.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
And here is Quickly. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Clock at 6. Johnson sets the screen for Quickly. Over Connect. And it's Quickly missing.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Here's Boone. No good on the 3. The Hawks trail by 6. And Rizachet, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain.
And now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Boomer in the last game against Minnesota was a man determined. He had 56 points, and that was his season high. He really lit it up. The level he played at in that one was incredible. He always wants to play his best against their rivals, and to say the least, mission accomplished. Guys?
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Doncic is checked in for the Lakers. Here is Boomer, quickly covering.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Last outing for the Hawks, it was a loss to the Hornets. Pass to Daniel. .132 left in the first quarter. Claxton a screen on Portis. Shot clock at 5. And Claxton throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Here is Boomer. 10 points for him. Good on the triple. Boomer's got 13 points.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Some changes for the Lakers. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Williams. Martin comes in for Portis. And it's Marshall in for Mikal Bridges. Out left to the wing. Hayes the pass to Peterson. Marshall with the steal. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Peterson, that's good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Right wing. And Marshall kicks to Boone. 19 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%. Here's Peterson. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. 1 second left. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 11. 2K Sports, back in a moment here in Los Angeles. And if you're just... We'll go for a different look here. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Okongwu. Jalen Johnson comes in for George. Dyson Daniels checked in for Jackson. And quickly in for Hayes. On the court for Atlanta, the front court is Rizier and Johnson. Emmanuel quickly out there with Daniels. And it's Claxton in at the 5. And Connect gets it to go.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Rizier with it. He's against Bridges. No good on that one.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Sinks the triple. Boomer's got 18 points in the game.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Now, here's Quickly. Pass to Claxton. Now, Rizier. Defended by Bridges. Oh, Claxton in position. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you'll find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Connect. Jackson, he's checked in for the Hawks. Bridges against Quickly. Johnson outside. A three-pointer is right on target.
Like how selfless Quickly was on that play, just creating team offense.
Here is Boomer. 18 points for him. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Boomer's got 21 in the game.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
There's the lob to Jackson. Bridges with the steal. 44 seconds left to play in the first half. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Off the left rim and out.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Pass to Claxton. Now, here's Quickly. He's covered by Boone. Williams with the block. Here is Boomer. Quickly covering. Three-pointer. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Count it, good.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And we'll be right back after this.
Hello, folks. Still a ways off from All-Star Weekend, but let's first check in on who's in the running for this year's three-point contest. Guys, I want to talk about something else for just a second. Is it me, or have the alternative jerseys around the league gotten a little too creative?
I wish you wear an alternative jersey every once in a while, Ernie.
Yeah, man. You know, your threads are getting a little bit stale. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's up with this? I just asked a basketball question, and now it's a personal attack. I'm done with you two. And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Los Angeles Lakers.
They have been so careful with the rock. Smart passes, tight handle on the ball, really speaks to the focus and discipline.
And that defense, try as they might, cannot disrupt their flow. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. A fantastic game from Boomer in this one.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
You know, it used to be teams hoarded their cap space to make a big splash in free agency. But, Brent, why is that less common now?
Well, really the mechanisms for you to retain and maintain your star power has gotten easier for teams as they have gone out for big extensions to make sure that their star is shining brightest.
We've got Connect. Williams is out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Boomer, and it's Bridges in at the three slot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Riza with it. Cloaked loose. Stolen by Connect. One-on-one fast break. That one good for two. 26 points for Boomer.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Riza It's rebounded by Portis. Lakers shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Lets it fly from 18. Rebound Atlanta. Riza has got his fourth rebound in this one. Pass to Quickly. Hawks passing it around. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the dunk by Riza
And Quickly, not just a scorer, he's also solid at finding teammates.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Boone. The three-pointer, no good. The Hawk shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. You know, whether he's coming off the bench or Brent starting, Emmanuel Quickly can score.
IQ is something else. I mean, he finished second in the Sixth Man of the Year voting in one season. He's capable of putting up 30 as a starter or as a reserve. But it's a unique perspective to sit on that bench, watch the flow of the game, and come in and be impactful. IQ does that.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Quickly the bounce pass. Riza Shea with it. He's against Bridges. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And the Lakers making a change here. Doncic is checked in. Jackson, he's checked in for Atlanta. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Boone. Lays it up and banks it in. Boomer's got 4 points in the quarter.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Now, here's Quickly. Defense right on him. Johnson dishes to Jackson. Takes a three. The shot by Johnson, no good. Lakers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Pass to Bridges. Doncic outside. Williams sets a screen for Doncic. Drains it from beyond the arc. Doncic has got 7.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And here's Quickly for 3. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Boone. Again, the Lakers.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And some changes here for the Lakers. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Williams. Najee Marshall comes in for Bridges. And it's Wilson in for Connect. Now, here's Quickly. Guarded by Boone. Hayes, he's checked in for the Hawks. And so it's Atlanta with it. Now, Riza Shea. 7 points in the game. 5 on the clock. Will it go? Rebound by Marshall.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection. Well, he was terrific in the first half, guys. Maybe some adjustments from the opposing team coach, and he's lost a little bit of that touch here in the second.
The shot by Okongwu, no good.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And certain guys dictate the pace of the game. Doncic as much as anyone.
Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Riza Shea. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. The shot's good from Hayes.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Here is Boomer. The layup missed. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Checked in for the Lakers.
Close this thing out.
Atlanta's shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. Let's check in with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge for an injury update on Jalen Johnson. David, what's the news?
Well, guys, I was able to talk with Atlanta's head athletic trainer about his status. Well, guys, it could have been much worse. It's a shoulder bruise, and it's aching a bit by the looks of things. It's amazing. He's good to come back into the game. In fact, Kevin, he's already back in the game.
Good information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, Greg, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
On the court for Atlanta, the front court is Risacher and Johnson. Daniels out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Claxton in at the center position. Here's Boone. Up and in on the layup. Boomer's got 5 points in the quarter.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Pass to quickly. Brent is a guy who has played with winning teams, been in terrific cultures, and currently in one with the Spurs. What do you think is more important, team culture or raw talent?
Well, I believe in the culture carrying teams to a championship, but you can't do that without talent. So it's got to be a blend of both, Kevin, in order for your team to perform at its highest level. Culture comes first.
Claxton, no good. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Boomer.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Here's Kolek. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
They really thought they had a chance tonight. Way to bring home that W.
You let these guys like the beam, and you're going to stand there and watch it.
MP, you're about to go off.
Welcome and thank you for spending this holiday season with 2K Sports as we get ready for the special NBA presentation. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for him.
And one thing he's gotten better at as the years have gone on is scoring the ball, shouldering a bigger load of the offense and being willing to accept the responsibility of a go-to option for this team.
Here are the 5 for the Lakers. They've got Connect. Mikal Bridges is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Williams, and it's Boomer in at the point. And for Sacramento, we've got Domantas Sabonis, Jabari Smith out there with De'Aaron Fox, and it's Carter in at the point guard position. Approaching the midway point of the season now, Grant, how much do players want to be named an all-star?
You know, B.A., I'd say for the young guys and for guys in their twilight years too, it means a lot. But for the guys that have done it a few times before, you know, sometimes that weekend off is a nice reset button.
So the Lakers win the tip. Here's Boomer. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Los Angeles shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. And he knocks down the first one. Good on both. Now Fox really played well against Indiana in his last game. Picked by Carter. Shot from the top of the key. Williams grabs the board. Here's Connect. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Sinks the tray. Boomer's got 5 points.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. It's a 5-point game. There's the 3. Hits a three-pointer.
He looks like Fox was itching to answer back with that 3. He is a capable shooter when he's in attack mode.
Well, Dalton Connect had a late growth spurt during college, and it really helped his game, Grant.
He really did. I mean, he started college as a 6'3" guard, but grew 3 inches during his first 2 seasons and added some muscles. Now at 6'6", he can play confidently out there on the wing. This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Smith, and not going to go. He misses his first attempt of the night. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Lets it fly. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. He's got 5.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And there it is for him.
The defense comes at Fox hard, but he's ready for it. He knows how to stay agile and nimble inside.
Here's Boomer. The rebound by Carter. For Sacramento, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Smith no good.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Pass to Bridges. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
Yeah, relentless worker. Bridges, so tough inside.
Now here's Carter. Last game for him, he picked up 13. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Boomer in their last game against the Hawks was simply terrific. He picked up 38 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. And just a huge game for him. His coaches would love to see him do it again. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
And so here's Sacramento. The Lakers getting their last shot to go. They get it back. Carter sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Wow, he really fires up his team with his ability to extend possessions.
Portis outside. Has to connect. There's a minute 34 left in the first. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Boomer from behind the arc. And it doesn't fall for him. Made 2, missed 2 now. Fox, the pass to Carter. Outside Burks. Three-pointer, Fox. Rebound by the Lakers. And it's now 32 games, approaching the 71-72 Lakers. A famed season indeed.
And while this has been a legendary run, this group seems to have a gift of the collective mentality to know that all of these wins don't matter if they don't bring home the Larry O'Brien trophy when the season is all said and done. It don't mean a thing if you ain't got that ring.
Bridges hits them both.
I consider Mikal Bridges a high motor player. He's always ready to turn up his energy if he thinks it will help him get the better of him.
Now here's Mitchell. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Bridges passes to Boomer. Here's Marshall. Here's Boomer. He buries it from 3. Boomer's got 10 points in the game.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here are the Lakers now. They're on a 19-7 run. From deep, here's Doncic. Mitchell grabs a miss. Smith outside. From outside the arc. Can't get it to drop. And so it's Los Angeles, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're. Both teams changing it up here. Well, Richard, as we've seen, sometimes all a player needs to prosper is a change of scenery.
Well, no doubt, B.A. One of the biggest deciding factors in being successful is how you fit into a system and how you fit in with the players around you.
And the Lakers, looking at who they've got. Mikal Bridges is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Connect. Then it's Williams. And it's Boomer in at the 1. Fox, the pass to Burks. The basket's good off the assist from Fox. Burks has got his first 3 points of the game.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
Here's Boomer. He's got 10. Three-pointer, no good. Carter from outside. Rebound, the Lakers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Atlanta.
I found it was an interesting game. Anything they couldn't get from their starters, they got from their reserves.
For a number of reasons, depth seems to become more important every year.
Back to Fox. Picked by Sabonis. A deep 3. And it's Fox missing. Los Angeles leading by 10. As quick as anyone in the league, RJ. De'Aaron Fox. How does his speed affect the game?
Well, he's one of those players that normally you have one or the other, but he's quick and fast. Now, that's a mean combination because in the open court, he can break you down. In the half court, he has the quick left-to-right lateral movement that can cause problems in pick and roll.
Pass to Burks. Nice D from Bridges. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 6 shots to fall out of 13 attempts here in the second. And Los Angeles, another 3.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The Lakers making a switch here. Doncic checked in. On defense, the Lakers. Sabonis finds Carter. Drops in the three. Carter's got 5 now.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Count it. Good. And the Lakers lead by 15.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their spot.
27 seconds left in the half. Smith with a screen on Doncic. Three-pointer off the mark. This one for 3. Boomer can't get it to go. Outside Carter. From deep. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Los Angeles liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Hey, folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight, a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Sacramento Kings.
Can't miss this many shots and not be competitive. They're rushing, looking desperate. Kind of feel sorry for them.
No, you don't.
You were laughing while we were watching it.
Hey, man, that's off the air.
And the next topic to touch on, a look at which players might be appearing in the upcoming dunk contest.
A lot of high flyers on this list. I've seen what they can do in-game. Curious to see what they can do on the big stage when the lights are bright.
It's hard to go wrong with anyone from this group. I'm glad we have a front row seat.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Domantas Sabonis out there with Smith. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Burks in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. And it's Fox missing. Los Angeles leading by 15. And he jams it home with authority.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Here's Carter. Basket counts. Carter's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Carter's gone 3 of 7 shooting from the field. Here's Boomer. He's got 17. On the take. Can't connect from short range. Kings trail by 15. Pass to Fox. About a minute played here in the second half. Burks for 3. The rebound by Bridges. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Here's Williams. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Carter, the pass to Fox. To the middle. Here's Burks. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Showing the point guard instincts there. Fox with great vision.
Los Angeles leading by 15. Here's Boomer. Knocks down the long J. Boomer's got 5 points in the quarter.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Ooh, Fox making him pay from deep.
And when Fox, he's hitting consistently from deep, it opens up the floor for him and his teammates.
Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
Beyond the arc, another three for Sacramento.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And here's Connect outside. Nails it from three. Connect's got 11 points.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Picked by Sabonis. Here's Fox. And again, it's Sacramento converting. The Lakers lead by 16. Here's Boomer. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Here's Connect. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Connect's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Love the way Bridges moves that ball around. Always comes out of his hands crisp, on time, and on target.
Fox, the pass to Carter. From downtown. Offensive rebound. There's the triple. Fox can't get that one to fall.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Pass to Connect. Bridges outside. There's 57 seconds left to play in the third. Boomer can't get it to go.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Knocks it loose. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
That is the kind of stuff you only see in video games. Come on, Mikal.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And so here's Sacramento. Pass to Smith. Now here's Burks. He's guarded by Bridges. Burks against Bridges. Burks no good. The Lakers lead by 22. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Boomer. Rejected by Sabonis.
Nice defense there from Sabonis, getting his timing just right to come up with the block.
And there's Smith. That one's good. On the assist by Carter. Smith's got his first basket.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. Defense is setting the tone. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his
both teams making substitutions here. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Here's Connect. He's covered by Fox. Bridges outside. Portis a screen. And Bridges good for three.
Oh, productive from back there. Bridges showing the range.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And so in the game for the Lakers, Bobby Portis out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Williams. Then it's Connect. And it's Boomer in at the one. Shoots. And it's Fox missing.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Jacks up a three. And another three for the Lakers.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Richard, how do you think you would have fared if social media was as prevalent in your younger years as it is right now?
I can tell you right now, I would not be able to sit next to you right now, B.A. That's the type of life I would have lived.
Fires top of the key, and it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Boomer's got 15 points in just the second half. Carter, the pass to Sabonis. Now here's Burks. Back to Sabonis. A shot to stop the run. Ooh, Williams with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Los Angeles.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic. They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
A minute 31 left in the fourth quarter here. Shakes him. The Lakers with a rebound.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Lakers.
What would you say the deciding factor in this game was, Grant?
Yeah, B.A., ultimately you have to look at their field goal percentage. They were the more efficient team because they found clean looks all night.
And this will give them win number 32 on the year so far.
It's just a great matchup for them. And they're looking for the 4-game season sweep in their next meeting.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Boomer.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Back to Carter. Here's the three. Pure from three-point range.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
Too little, too late. That final score will look way closer than how this game actually played out.
Boomer can't get it to go. And it's Sacramento's ball. Fox, the pass to Carter. And a missed layup. So it's the Lakers now. Doncic on the wing. Here's Boomer. Can't nail the jumper. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking.
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood. It's game time, MP. You ready to put that work in?
Feeling you, MP.
MP, you got that look in your eye tonight. You better watch out. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. A moment now to check out some numbers for Jalen Williams.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. We've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Chet Holmgren out there with Pollard. Then it's Jalen Williams, and it's Wallace in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Lakers, we've got Williams, Bobby Portis out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Connect, and it's Boone in at the point guard position. And at this stage of the season, Doris, it is safe to say we know who the true contenders are, right?
Kevin, I would say yes for the most part. But we have seen play-in teams from either side of the bracket make a deep run. And I don't want to rule anything out. We tip it up for a reason.
It'll be the Thunder off the tip. MP is not taking these conference matchups lightly. He doesn't want to just be the best and make it into the All-Star game. He has made it known he wants to be the guy.
MP is a remarkable talent, and he's proven that time and time again against big-time conference foes. When MP needs to shift into overdrive, he's got that in the tank, which has been really impressive to watch. It's that 6th gear that makes him nearly unstoppable.
Holland. Rebound by Williams. On the wing, Bridges. Wallace covering. Got a piece of it. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Wallace outside. From outside the arc, he's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, pretty pass from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy can score it, but make sure you're lifting up the guys around you.
To the wing right side. Here's Connect. Second chance shot, and it goes down 2 points.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Williams' shot is off.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Pass to Portis. Portis sets the pick for Connect. Back to Portis. Here's Boone. And the 3-ball is good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter steal, but not who you want to leave open.
Holmgren the screen. Baseline J on the way. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Yeah, that's about determination and hustle. Chet Holmgren getting the second chance opportunity because of his work.
On the wing, Bridges. Portis sets the pick for Bridges. Yep, that one goes.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pollard passes to Wallace. Holmgren sets the screen for Wallace. And it's off from 3-point range. Los Angeles leading by 4. Here's Boone. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Boomer, in the last game against Sacramento, played superb basketball. He added 37 points, and as we've come to expect, he filled it up from 3-point range whenever he could. A fantastic performance for him. Something he wants to repeat tonight. Kevin?
Thanks for the report, D.A. Greg, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Well, let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Bridges shot. Good. Bridges has got his third basket of the night right there.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Holmgren against Portis. Pass to Pollard. Here is Williams. Shot clock at 6. Holmgren sets the screen for Williams. Fires from deep. And there's Holmgren. That's good on the assist by Williams. Holmgren's got 5.
No hesitation right there. Holmgren knows he has the shot in his bag, and he takes it.
Pulls up on the wing. Boomer, no good.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area. There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
The Lakers in the lead. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lets it go from deep. Buries the long-range jumper. 8 points for him.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and the layup falls.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to connect. Over Wallace. And Connect gets it to go.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Lakers ahead, up by 4. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. Herbert Jones is out there with Chet Holmgren. Then there's Frazier. And it's Matthews in at the 3 side. Over in the corner, Marshall. Pass to Turner. 6 to shoot. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Thunder trailing by 7. It's hard to believe, but Luka Doncic is still in his mid-20s.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Cotto. Here's Jones. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. That one is good again. He sits right from the floor with the basket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against Sacramento. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. And some changes here for the Lakers. Williams, he's checked in for Miles Turner, and it's Bridges in for Martin. Now here's Frazier, covered by Boone. Pass to Holmgren for 3. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
This guy is so confident with his shooting. Zero hesitation from Chet right there.
Here's Boone. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Boomer's got the lead up to 9 now for the Lakers. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Wallace kicks to Matthews. To the left side wing. Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
Thunder trailing by 11. Outside Matthews. Wallace with a screen for Matthews. No good on the triple.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And they double up Doncic. Here's Boone. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Matthews scanning the floor. Williams passes to Wallace. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for L.A. The question on everybody's mind is, will they surpass the 71-72 Lakers 33 wins in a row? We will see tonight.
Look, at the end of the day, this team, of course, wants to win an NBA championship when it's all said and done. And you know that's what they have their sights on. But it is so nice to enjoy the hype and accolades of a team that is right now steamrolling through the entire league in this incredible stretch. Wow, this has been an amazing thing to watch.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Daigneault said, we've cross-matched him onto centers. He'll shift him to a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is for you. You have a great offensive player that you're also moving all over the lineup. Kevin?
D.A., the versatility. That is pretty special. Lakers leading by 11. There's 38 seconds left in the first half of the game. 2 points. That one goes.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
To the wing on the left. Holmgren finds Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his first foul. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this has really become a struggle for them. Their shots aren't dropping, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. They need to put everything they have into getting high percentage shots.
Here's Boone. That one doesn't drop. And so it's Los Angeles. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Los Angeles Lakers.
They're moving well on offense, great teamwork. Maybe not as strong as our teamwork, but whose is?
How about your old Lakers team?
What I remember seeing, they pass the ball into Shaq, Ernie, and it never comes back out.
That's why they call me the Shaq Hole.
And next up, here's a look at some of the contenders for the fan-favorite three-point contest.
Some really interesting names here. So many great shooters in the league. That said, I know who I would pick. Shaq?
Shaq Shadama says you've picked the wrong guy, Kenny.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. A fantastic game from Boomer in this one.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but, boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Portis is out there with Bridges. Then it's Connect. Then it's Williams. And it's Boone in at the point guard. That's the Laker 5. Thunder trailing by 15. Now Williams hasn't made one yet. Pass to Pollard. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
One guy who now seems to be a perennial MVP candidate, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Doris. He is rocketing up the charts.
He is, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. He can consistently put 30 on you like it's absolutely nothing. He gives you everything else as well, including incredible leadership and great teammate skills.
Off the mark from 16 feet out.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
Bridges, no one around him. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. They're locked in again at that third spot. Not a bad place to be.
And when you look at the Lakers, they've proved the projections right. They are a dominant club, and they're going to be a tough out for anyone.
And he comes up with the deuce. Williams has got his first basket.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
Boomer gets the bucket. And the Lakers lead by 18.
Brilliant second half start. 4 for 4 from the field. Can't ask for any better.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Spins. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound the Lakers. Williams has got 7 rebounds in the game.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Now Portis. He's feeling it. Boomer, no good.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pollard passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the clock. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Doris, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has a chance to go down as one of the greatest Canadian basketball players ever.
Kevin, that is a bold statement when you consider that the great Steve Nash, 2-time MVP and one of the best passers in the history of the game, is of Canadian descent. But this guy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, is putting together quite the resume. Let's just hope he can stay.
What about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. And it's Connect in the corner. The 3 for Doncic. Good on the 3-point shot. Doncic has got 5.
And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
1:53 left here in the third quarter. Frazier the pass to Pollard. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And here is Williams. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. Lakers leading by 18. Over in the corner, Doncic. Lets it go with a 3. The shot comes out. The Thunder have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 8 points for him. Knocked away. Bridges with the steal. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. It's good. 7 points in the game.
From the moment this guy stepped into the league, Luka Doncic has been aggressive and assertive. He just attacks defenders.
There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. The Thunder with another miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
6 on the shot clock. And Doncic throws it down.
It does not happen too often, but boy, when Luka gets the opportunity to throw it down, he relishes it.
Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Holmgren. True on the 14-footer.
And that's a good shot for him. He can shoot it over almost anyone.
You want that mid-range game in your arsenal. You can't just be about threes and dunks. Sometimes this is a key shot.
Boomer gets the bucket.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And so it's Los Angeles, riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. We've got Matthews. Frazier is out there with Cason Wallace. Then it's Jalen Williams. And it's Jones in at the center, locking down the middle. Doncic outside. He takes it in. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Luka, one of the most prolific drivers in the game. And boy, does he make a pretty move there.
Williams against Wilson. Wallace a screen. Matthews, no one around him. Drops in the tray.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Here is Boomer.
Who's watching here?
Doncic with it and taken away by Wallace. Here's the lob to the hoop. And Matthews throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group. Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Lakers leading by 18. Here's Boone. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Boomer's got 34 points.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Wallace with a screen for Williams. That 3 off the mark. And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip.
He got loose from downtown in the first half. Now has 3 here in the second. Unstoppable.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Wallace outside. Gilgeous-Alexander sets the screen for Wallace. Holland tipped back in for 2.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
The Lakers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. On the wing, Bridges. Pass to connect. For the 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Yeah, D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Bridges against Williams. On the wing, Wallace. To the paint, unloads. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here is Boomer. Top of the key. Rebound by Williams. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Bridges. Williams' shot is off. Lakers leading by 22. Pass to connect. Over in the corner, Williams. Here's Boone. Off target from outside. Thunder have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33. And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Boomer.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Count that one. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Driving to the basket. Boomer gets the bucket.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Outside Williams. Holmgren with a screen on Bridges. Williams can't get it to go. Here is Boomer. No good. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood.